Boom. There we go. How's it going, everybody? It's good to see you guys. We are just getting started. We're filling in for Shane tonight, Thirsty Thursday. Got our coffee ready. Got a couple things we want to talk about. See if you guys have anything to talk about. And hey, see where it takes us. So let's start off with prayer like we always do, and then we'll get started, all right? Father, we bow before you tonight. Thank you, Lord, so much for today. Thank you for just all the ways that you take care of us as we discuss and have fun tonight. Just help us to remember, the important things of life. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So, one sec. Taking a break already?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say hello to some people while we're waiting for Gene to get back. We got 10-Man Magnet Fishing. Hello. Good to see you. Jesse, Totally Gnarly. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, guys. Brian B. Higgles. Good to see you. B. Higgles Shorts, by the way. If you don't have his Shorts channel yet, you need to get that. He's kind of separating things out there. He may want to tell you more about that. And Mandy's Candy, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Expressions of the Outdoors, thank you for being here. Brewers Prospecting, I think Jeff, good to see you. And thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. So we'll try to keep up with the chat as much as we can. Gene is the one that is going to have that job. Rusty Fines, good to see you. Thanks for being here, guys. It's a Thursday night. Normally you're used to tuning into Shane's channel, but he asked us to fill in for him this week, and we love doing that. So we like showing you guys things that we have found. We've got a couple different things we're going to talk about tonight.
Oh, sorry. Did you notice my cup? My cup here? Look at this. Got this made for us. Has a lot of our good finds on it and everything. Pretty sweet cup.
Who made that?
My girlfriend made it.
Thought I'd say, make sure everybody knows that. Marty, good to see you. Thank you for being here. If I've missed anybody, just, let me know. But so glad that you guys are here. So, yeah, so Gene is dating this young lady, and she got a machine. You remember the name of it? I can't remember the name of it. But
it uses heat. That's pretty much
yeah. And one day he was over at her house, and he said, "Hey, Dad, send me some pictures of our finds recently." And so I did, and it was just a little while later she had this made for us. So pretty cool little cup. Aluminum. If you don't have an aluminum cup, like coffee cup or anything, I love those things. They don't get hot, so it's great.
Want to answer Totally Gnarly's question? I believe I will, at least a little bit, but I'm hoping I can keep editing up there if I can. I want to get a...
Oh, Jesse. Is he going to teach me something? Come on now. T-Rep Adventures, thank you for being here. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I agree. We love that cup. It's awesome. She does such a great job with it. So we actually are asking her to make some cups for us. We're having a big day at church coming up, a Friends Day, and she's going to make the gifts for all of those, our special guests. So Joel to Drummond Detect, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Bill, Papa Rouse, what's in the dirt? Good to see you. Tiska Yvonne, thank you. Happy Thursday. Oh, sorry.
Papa Rouse.
Yep. Thank you guys for being here. So we're going to show you some things that we have found recently. Either they're in an upcoming video or they won't be in a video just because we didn't video that day or whatever. And then we're going to ask you about a few what is it kind of mystery finds. If you have anything that you would like to show us, it can either be, a great find recently. It could be your best find this week. It could be a mystery item, something like that. If you will email us at that email address, we'll do our best to get those up and see what we got. Orlando, the 717 detector, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, if you've got something you say, hey, this is a great find or something like that, just let us know. So about a week ago or so, we were at the beach, and this is a beach at a resort It is if you're not familiar with St. Croix, all of the beaches are public. So even at the resorts, they have to let you on the beach. So we just walk into these huge resorts and walk by with our metal detector and find stuff people drop. So
I just want to point out a comment really quick. Old Gene, young Gene, 2 Gene, 1 Gene.
wow. Who says this? Joel. Thank you. Yeah. A little hurtful, Joel. No, I'm just kidding. So going along, and I got kind of a weird signal, and it wasn't real consistent, and I dug it, and it was this thing. Okay. So we're just needing help identifying what this is. You can see it's got this kind of strange back to it. It looks like it opens up. I haven't actually tried to open it, but it opens up and closes. It says 925 right there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, you should be able to see that easy, right? It says 925 right there. And then what does it say? Where else is the other part? There it is.
Yeah, it's on the inside. There's like a symbol and some letters.
NIFI. And then, of course, this symbol on the front. Don't really know what it is. Thought maybe a cufflink, but it doesn't really have the way for it to, like a cufflink goes through and has a way to keep it from coming out. This looks like it clasps around something. So I wasn't sure if anybody had seen anything like this. So I dug this, and then Gene dug this. Very similar. It's 925. Has the same kind of a thing on the back there where it looks like it clasps onto something.
Jim. Shane, you got a whole lot better looking.
What happened?
Jim, he said, Shane, you got a whole lot better looking.
Wow, thank you, Jim. I assume you're talking to him. So, just kidding. Here we go. And then he found this one also.
We found 3 of them, a very similar style. Now, this one's circled and the other 2 are rectangle, but it still has the same sort of clasp on it.
925 has that same clasp for
Let's
the back.
check those diamonds while we're here. Is the on the back?
It's up front. All the way to the right. Inside, there's like a metal box. You'll see it. Have no idea about those. That's interesting. Usually for silver, we've never found anything silver with diamonds in it. I know people have, but don't know. So we'll see. He'll test those right now. Let me see here. Did anybody have any idea other than cufflink? Yeah, that is exactly what we thought at first was cufflink, but it is difficult to think that would be a cufflink. So, all right, we're waiting on the tester to warm up. You got to wait for these things.
Do they open? I have not figured out how to open them. If they do,
I would guess it does.
They have a hinge on it. See the hinge right there? But I can't figure it out. I don't know how to open it.
Let's just get something to pry on one of them. Get a knife.
It's like breaking.
Okay, it's ready. See there? Both lights are lit. Let's see what she says now. Don't forget to touch the metal in the back. When you touch it onto, I'm hitting the metal there. Hold on. Negative.
Not diamonds.
No movement at all. So you hear the little chirp that it makes. It makes that chirp if you hit metal. Sorry, I'm not showing you. I'm doing it. I'm not showing you. It makes it chirp if you hit metal, right? So you'll know when you have it on the glass itself or on the diamond itself when it doesn't make that chirping sound and the lights are not moving. So the diamonds are not real in this. So they're cubic zirconia or something. How's this for Thirsty Thursday? I mean, we're just like testing stuff live right here on the air. So they're not real. That's no good, right? Yeah, we're working on opening it up. I'd like to see the hinge. Did you get it?
No, I haven't.
Let me see. I'll work on this. You work on the comments there. See what we got.
Okay, let's see what we got. I'd like to see the hinge. Yeah, we're trying. I tried when I was out on the beach. I couldn't get it though. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I did look up Nephi, and it is a Greek word for bride. So it could have something to do with a wedding, but that's
look at that.
all I can think. So many strange things stuck in the dirt. Yes, or
So
in
you
this
see
case,
this?
in the sand. It looks like it has a pin. Like
Yeah, there's like a pin.
poke it, but I don't know what you can do that with. Maybe the corkscrew.
Is that a release? Just the point of the.
Yeah, we're probably gonna cut ourselves.
Nah. Interesting.
I don't know how well you guys can see pictures off my phone, but this week we have an animal shelter here. There's only one, so whenever they find stray animals and stuff, they all go there, and you can go foster puppies. So for like a week, you take them, they give you the food, they give you the little bed and everything, and you keep them for a week, and then you give them back. Well, they're in between adoption or whatever, right? And here's a picture of the puppy we were fostering this past week. One of them. There were two of them. Totally Gnarly says, use your teeth.
Use my teeth. I'm not going to do that. Good suggestion, Jesse.
Those puppies were awesome.
We'll let you guys know if we're able to get them open. It looks like each one of them have a point right there. You can see. Yeah, man, look at that. That's like crazy. So I don't know if that's some kind of a release for it or what. I've tried to push that, tried to pry on it, but all of them have that point.
Hold one of them still in front of the camera. You flipped it around too quickly.
Oops, sorry. Is that better? That's the point right there. This is the hinge, the back of it. And that's what it looks like from the side. I don't know what it's had us puzzled. We just haven't been able to find anything like it online.
Well, I want to know about is that finger of yours. What is going on?
Yeah, I cut it yesterday. Actually, my hand is really, really gnarly looking right now. So you see a blister there. I've got a blister on this finger. I tore this finger up, digging a trench for somebody, building a house, and they needed a 5 foot long, is what they told me. It ended up being 9 feet long, 1 foot deep trench dug. So we went out yesterday and did that, and I tore this hand up. So no idea what those things are. So any more?
Too big for a watch clasp. Yeah.
Yeah, too big for a watch clasp. It's not quite as big as a dime.
Digger.
Chris, Wicked Digger, man, what an awesome button. Good job, man. Can't believe you found 2 of those. And you said 11 total that have been found or that are known to exist. That's crazy. So it's like you're my child. So
next thing on the list right here. This was last week's video. Got a watch. And this one has a pretty cool clasp here. So you see it's like this, and you just click this clasp, and it just boop, and it comes out like that. And then you put it in right here, and it just pops back into place.
What was the brand name?
Rotary. It's a British watch.
That we could tell. Somebody said
Yes.
they thought it was an American company, but when we looked it up online, it gave us the total in
About
pounds.
$200 worth of
American.
watch.
And it still works. So
This symbol is I think it is, but I don't think it's necessarily from that. It is slightly different than the I know from the old literature. What is it called? Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. The symbol in it is the what is it called? It's like an infinity symbol, but in a triangle. I forget what it's called.
it symbolizes a few different things. I've seen it for over the years. Trinity, Infinity.
But that one's slightly different. It has a circle in the middle.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's just a little bit different, as you can see.
Triquetra.
Interesting, to say the least.
Radio was used watch company. Yeah, this is Rotary, slightly different. But yeah, it's a nice watch. It's beautiful, and it still works.
Couple of this last weekend, we went out and dug up a few coins at a place. So we'll show you some of those
coming
now.
up in
A couple weeks.
Yeah,
Not
couple
this week
weeks.
or next week, but a couple weeks. This is a 1905 2-cent piece. How about that? No joke. It's a 1905 2-cent piece, but it's from the island. So you see Danish West Indies. You see the crest and the crown on top there.
Wait.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh,
man.
look at that.
That really
There
lit
we
it up.
go.
Good
He
job.
said it's nuclear. Yeah. Illuminati. Yes.
And
definitely.
then This is the back. It says 2 cent and
10 bit.
10 bit.
So yeah, this
2
is one of
cent.
the coins that has bit.
10 bit. You see the
as
top,
a-
it says 2 cents.
Tilt it back a little bit.
2 cent,
There you go.
10 bit.
Really
Pretty
cool
cool.
looking coin. It has a pitchfork or a trident and something else over there. I think it's a cross with a snake on it from.
It's like the size of a large cent. You might want to keep that light handy. And then in the same place, I found this in 1884 halfpenny. It's a Vicky.
So we watch all the British detectives, and we've always wanted to say, "I found a Vicky."
Found a Vicky. And
You
there
got a
is
Vicky.
Britannia. And it says halfpenny. So 1884 halfpenny. And then
We've only found 2 or 3 British coins. I know one early on, and that was a halfpenny as well, similar coin. And then I feel like we have one in Canada, maybe.
No, the other the Hong Kong Vicky,
Yes.
Vicky coin that you
So
found.
we found 3 British coins now.
And then this one here is
BC
an
Treasure
island.
Trails, digging with Deej.
Jason, good to see you. Shane, good
Lots
to
of
see you. Deej, good to see you. Pigeon Blood, thank you. Marvin, thank
We're
you.
falling behind. Wow.
DNL, yeah, you're supposed to be keeping up with this.
Rob was here too.
Rob,
We've been using that Monaro mists. Looks good.
yes. All right, yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We're just kind of showing off some things for here in the very beginning, and then we're going to get to some other things. This is a 2 skilling.
Yeah.
I don't think the light's going to help this one, is it? Maybe, yeah. Oh, yeah. See the
It's
crown
got good detail.
and the Danish crest there. And then on the back, it has 2 skilling,
It's so teeny tiny.
and it's crusty, that side there. You can see a lot of text. But it's an 1848 2 skilling. Now, the thing with these little silver coins that are island is they
Like
are
20 or 30% silver. So
this
they're not
one in
really
particular is
silver.
25% silver. So that's why you
25%
still see a lot of that crust on there. Is it is just
brass, copper,
real
bronze,
pure.
or whatever they mixed in with it.
not, yeah, it's not real pure. So that's why. But pretty cool stuff. We love finding that kind of thing. This year, we were talking about it earlier, we're finding a lot more relics and old coins than we are jewelry.
Yeah.
So
And we're only up to like 4 rings or 5 rings or something.
I think it's 6 or 7 now, but
Okay.
yeah, but still
Not
not
many.
many. This point last year, we were probably at 20.
Yeah. More than that. We're halfway through. I mean, we would have had 50 at this point.
So our idea for tonight, and if you have, like I said, if you have anything that you would like to show us, you feel free to email it to that email address that you see right there. I'm trying to flip back and forth and keep up with it, so we'll see it if it comes
Two
across. Two brothers, thank you guys for being here. Anybody else that we missed real quick? DNL. I think I've seen all
everybody.
these. Yep. So our idea for tonight was kind of just to show some old finds that don't see the highlight shelf very often. We have, I don't know how anybody else like stores their stuff. We have one of these plastic cases. I think it's actually for just whatever. It's a kind of a variety case.
But it works great for relics.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
works-
little
works great.
things you can put in to separate and everything and make it as large as you want, whatever.
So we have a couple of those things, and these are usually, like I said, things that just don't see the highlight reel. They're not. You move that cup. I don't want to knock it over.
Like, for instance, we have a whole section of musket balls.
Yeah, got a whole bunch of musket balls in here, and we have some mystery finds that we've never been able to really identify. Thought we'd see if anybody could help us, because I assume not every one of you have been watching our channel from the beginning, so you may not have seen us find this. So this thing here, we found it about a year ago. Obviously broken off on this side, but you get a pretty good idea. It's hollow.
And we don't really know what metal it is either. It must be an alloy.
Can't really tell what
It's
metal
really
it is. It looks like at one time it was plated. You can see that kind of.
It's an anchor. It's some sort of a decorative piece that's supposed to look like an anchor.
Yeah.
But we found it in a plantation, so it's probably very old.
But don't really know. It cleaned up like this, and this is right here. You can kind of see on this end some of what would have been the plating or gilting. So don't really have any idea what that is. If anybody could give us an idea, it's, I don't know, 3 inches long. It's not,
Go
it's not
back
huge.
to where you found the silver statue. Let me just tell you, that was one of the first times we had dug at that plantation. We found that, and we have gone there 50 more times.
Yeah.
And gone to that exact same spot.
We go there all the
and
time.
That one there just this past week and found another old coin.
Yep.
So I mean,
we still find stuff there, but let me tell you what I'm doing now, and I don't know what everybody else does. Maybe you can give us some advice on this too. So yeah, I see Rob there saying hi to
everybody.
No, it's right here. He said something. Sorry, just trying to get caught back here. Where did it go to? Anyway, Looter 8, I see there. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. So, what I did this last time, we've been to this particular plantation, like you said, about 50 times. So this last time, I took the settings of the Equinox. I usually hunt in Park 2 or Field 2. This time, I went with Field 1, and I turned down the recovery speed. And I went to 4 kilohertz. I dropped it down to try to get some of the higher signals, see if there's any silver coins out there. Found another old copper coin. Found a spoon that at some point, we had gone over several times, I'm sure, but just had never heard it. So found several things like that. But I just try to change up the settings, hunt in, the modes that I don't normally hunt in. And it really does make things come back to life. I don't know how else to put it. So if you're looking at a place, and Tony, good to see you. Thank you for being here, Tony.
This thing we were just showing you was found at the same plantation.
Yeah.
I mean, probably half of our relics or something like that. A quarter of them, or a lot of our relics came from there, especially early on. It's one of our permissions we've had for
Two Brothers says
3
it's an
years
anchor
now.
for something.
Yep. Anchor for something.
Jason, I'm sure that Gene is finding Atlantis relics now. Oh, man. May have had
a wooden shaft took for something controlling farm animals. Yeah, I just looking at it, I think it's more decorative. Like, look at the anchor right here. You can kind of see how it kind of has some decoration. It seems to me like, I don't know, something that's supposed to look pretty, but it could have had an end. Or what if it's like for a cane? Nah, it'd be too small. No, never mind.
I always thought it was just for some kind of a handle for something, but again, that's awful tiny. But
yeah,
maybe like just a decorative sword or something. I don't know. We never were able to figure it out. So things like that. That's what we're going to try to show you tonight. So
we found this at the beach a long time ago at a very old beach, and it's a piece of, I guess, bronze or something, and it has this circle end right here, and there's coral still on it. We got no idea what it is.
That's a knob for something.
Yeah, but it's so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
It almost reminds me of a watch winding key, but it has a circle end, so it couldn't be.
Couldn't be that, I don't think.
Looks like a door plaque, somebody said.
Oh, could be. Maybe.
A code hook?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
What else you got in the box here?
Let's see what we got. That's a fossil.
Oh yeah, we found a fossil one time on a hike. This was in Kentucky. We were hiking along and found this fossil. This is, those like prehistoric worms, I think it is, which is pretty cool. We like finding that stuff too.
What about these things? We find these pretty often. I don't know what that is. I found a few of these.
You found a few of those?
Yeah, I find like not exactly like this, but similar style.
Huh, that's interesting. That's not broken. That's just the way it is. It looks like it's just the way it's made. That's
I
interesting.
don't know. Very weird.
Interesting. Of course, we love finding this stuff too. Harmonica reeds. Find these things frequently. Old drawer pulls, These guys just never get to be shown off, so we thought we'd show some of them off tonight,
An old handle here that.
This was found in the water, wasn't it? Or
no, this one's in YWAM.
Is it YWAM? Okay. It's just an old doorknob.
There is a doorknob that was found in the water, though. I'll show it to you guys.
Cool but weird stuff. Yeah, definitely.
This was found in the water.
Musket part. Joel says musket part.
This little thing, I was thinking it could be some part of that. That was my only guess. Some part of a musket. I agree. This little knob was found in the water. I found it. I wasn't even detecting. I just saw it down in the water. And this one was too. that I detected this one.
So pigeon blood has some. Jason says reminds him of a tool to make nets with. Jason, I would assume that you're talking about maybe this one. And pigeon blood says it's something similar. It says looks like a line hook used on a boat. I think the last one might be a boat hook as well. Very well could be.
I could see this being on a boat. Definitely this piece right here.
Very well could be. Found a couple of these over the years. Again, we've only been doing this for about 3 years. We have found a couple of these, and these have got to be, of course, they're a hinge for something, but
like a window, I think.
yeah, we're pretty sure like shutters, but we don't know for sure. But pretty cool. We find hinges all the time, which is kind of neat. When we first started detecting, you have to go back to some of our first videos.
It is the first video.
The very first video.
Yes.
We found in a day, like 6 or 7 full pewter spoons. This is just the bowl, but you can see it is a rat tail pewter bowl. Trying to show off that part of it. Yeah. And show the rat tail part of that one too. You can see on the back here. I mean, just imagine this spoon. I mean, it's a big old spoon too. I mean, it's not just a little tiny thing, but
now that we know it's poisonous, they could have been eating their soup and fell over and died.
Keeled over right there. I don't think it worked that fast, but it was just amazing to us to find. The place that we found that is in the woods, and we called it the kitchen because we found like 6 or 7 of them right that day, which is really cool. But again, just don't know. Okay, Joel says just a guess on what he said for that being a musket part. Just a guess, which could be for sure. See here. Yeah, it's an old rat tail spoon. Yes, sir, Chris. But again, we found like 6 or 7 in a day. And if you go back to our first video, you'll get to see us digging them up. The boys all look like little tiny children, because that was 3 years ago now.
Late 1700s, early 1800s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pewter spoons go back to like the 1400s, but that one is probably 1700s.
18. Mm-hmm. Of course, let's see here.
We have a whole little box of clock gears.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of clock gears that we find. And again, you just kind of take these things and toss them into the box. If you're us, we just toss them into the box and then we just never show them again. It's kind of crazy. We've got a lot of these parts. These are frozen Charlotte. You probably know about frozen Charlotte on some level at least. But we find quite a few of these little toys, but just pieces. We haven't found a full one yet. They make them in all shapes and sizes.
Somebody's asking if it's a left or
Here's
right
a little
hand
tiny one.
spoon.
Left or right? How do you know that?
This one looks to me like it was dropped pretty fresh. I don't see any wear. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Now we have found them with wear on them before, but mainly on the copper ones. The pewter ones are pretty crumbly. And dog nose handle. What does that mean? But yeah, normally you can tell by the wear, but I don't see any on. Not much.
All right, Joel, what do you mean by that?
Explain.
I'm going too fast. I don't know what I'm talking about here, right? This right here? You're talking about this little guy? Yeah, early 1700s on that spoon, he says.
Oh, the end of the spoon is a dog.
Yeah, the bowl edge. Yeah, Marty, that's true. Like we said, we just didn't see it on that one.
Yeah. This is one of the best ones right here. This is a more recent one.
Got a little buckle there.
Look at this. Is it a shoe buckle or what is this one?
A suspender, knee buckle, something like that.
Well, look how beautiful it is.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of pretty on it.
This little guy here. Don't really know what this is.
It's like a
piece for something, obviously, but musket, we weren't really sure. Didn't really clean it up at all, but you can still see it has some shiny right there. You might be able to get it into the light, Gene. I don't think so. Oh, wow, that's bright.
That's the point.
So
I love those suspender.
Ooh, right there, you can
Google it. Dog nose. Let me look it up.
This is the end of a mirror, we think. Pulled it out of the ground. It's heavily silver plated. Like you can see where it's
So
something's broken
it just
off
means
here.
that the end is like has a
The dog nose on the
tip.
spoon.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And he said that's early 1700s when
Yeah.
it's dog nose like that. Cool. So yeah, some type of a mirror or a brush or something like that. That was really a nice decorative piece, heavily silver plated. We don't find very many marbles, but we have found a few of those over the years. This one's not super old. We did find our first clay marble the other day, but that's in the nice treasure display out there.
Burkles.
I guess so. Oh, yes. Another channel. Good to see you.
717. Oh, this is really cool. You can relate this to something we found lately.
Yeah.
If you guys remember Dad's weight, he found a few weeks ago. It's a big disc of copper, and it turned out to be an apothecary or a trade weight. And this is something we found at a different plantation. But this is a scale.
Picture it, if you would, off of each side. It would have had
a small little tray.
The chains with a little tray coming off. And then, of course, that would have been like a mobile version of a scale that somebody would have carried around.
And you can see why they threw it out here, because the tip right here is broken off, so it's not a full hook. So it probably broke, and then they just tossed it out.
I remember the day I found that. Do your finds stick out to you guys? I don't know. I mean, it's like when I'm looking at these things, I can almost remember the exact moment that they came out of the ground. And that one is no exception. I can remember the day, the time, talking to somebody right after that. All the time, 717.
Here's a
really cool.
little mystery. This is a piece of lead we found. And it's very heavy. And it's bendy, so it's like a lead. And you would think it would be a pin, but there is nothing on the back.
The only thing I can think of is a rosette.
A bridle rosette for a horse?
Yep, for a horse bridle. That's all I could think of for that one. But that was that. I remember again. I can take you right back to the place in the field. Yeah, digging that up, and I remember thinking, "Oh man, that is nice," but old and lead. You can tell by the color of it. It's just white.
Oh, yes.
Pretty cool. Yeah, horse rosette. That's what Wicked says too.
This right here. This is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, this we have Ken, Practical Ken, to thank for. So I dug this guy up, and I pulled it out of the ground, and I said, "No idea what that is."
Put it in the pouch.
Put it in my bag.
Move on.
My brain only has room for pull tabs. That's funny. And I just moved on. You're right. And then Practical Ken, when we showed the video, he said, "Hey, I think that is a scabbard tip." And I was like, "Oh, is it?" So then I start looking around for it. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm on my porch digging through my finds. Couldn't find it. I go to my trash bucket. There it was. It was in the trash bucket. And so I pulled it back out, cleaned it up, and that is what you have. I mean, it'd be for a little tiny, dagger or something. But it is a scabbard tip. So it's pretty cool. Like a month later, same exact property, dug up a second one. So Practical Ken is the one I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much for telling me about that," because I had no clue what it was, and I had even tossed it and not realized. So I'm better now about hanging on to my stuff until I'm sure that I don't want to keep it. But yeah, again, just kind of have this and tossed it into a relic bin, and then we don't hear from it again. So we thought we'd showcase some of that stuff tonight. If you have anything you would like to show, any mystery, anything like that, you just send it to that email address that I had up there earlier. I'll put that back up there. Send it to this email address, and we will get it out there. So
show and tell your scrap bucket. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Wow, our scrap bucket. We couldn't do that. Not tonight. Maybe another time, but not tonight. Let's see here. Just trying to think of some of this stuff that, again, some of it. Oh man, yeah. Where's the other part? There's one more part to it.
It's in here. I just didn't want to dig for it.
This is one of my favorite finds. I love finding like anything, again, that has like this personal touch to it, right? So, Jason, thank you so much for sharing their channel. Appreciate that. year and a half, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. I think.
I dug this guy up, and it is a lead soldier. On his knee, you can still see some of the paint, the blue paint for his pants. And then right there, you can see him holding a sword. Sorry, let me get a big old hand out of the way. You can see him holding a sword, which is so cool. And I found the base that he broke off of. I did not break him, but he did break off of the base. Such a cool find. Old lead soldier. It's the only lead toy I've ever found.
Yeah, lead toy in general.
Yeah, it's the only lead toy I've ever found. That is so cool. But again, he just gets tossed in a bin. We just got our showcase a couple weeks ago. Well, about a month ago. We would like to put him in there. So that's pretty cool. Anything else you think of out of this bin? Man, there's just so much. I mean, look at this old ring. This is probably the crustiest ring I've ever dug up. It is just old and crusty.
Broken in half.
Yep. Stone is gone. The bottom half is gone. But man, it was fun to dig up.
And we found this little thing right here.
Yep,
It was totally copper. And then we cleaned it up, and the silver wash really shined through.
It looked copper.
But it is copper underneath. Just looks very nice.
Yeah, break out the JB Weld and put them back together. We sure will, for sure. I didn't know exactly what best to use. JB Weld would probably be good. I wasn't sure what would be the best way to put them together, but we'll get them together for sure. Of course, we find our fair share of watches.
And pieces of watches.
Again, just kind of stacked in there. The very first one that I ever found, I don't see it here. It's a small one. Is it in there? Very first pocket watch I ever found.
Don't think so.
It might be in the other box over there. It's a little bit smaller than what your typical one is. So, I'll tell you a little story about that. We spend a lot of our days going out and digging. Absolutely love it. Wouldn't change anything about it, right? Show Me Treasure. Hello. Thank you for being here. No worries about what time you get here. Sorry. Clock, watch. So we love digging up this stuff. Most of this stuff has zero monetary value to it at all. It's just really fun. We love history. One of our teachers 2 years ago was snorkeling. Just snorkeling. Just going along and saw something shiny, dove down to it, picked it up, and it was a gold pocket watch from the 1800s. When she brought it over to me, she was like, "Hey, what is, can you tell me about this?" And I opened the case up, and it even had in there like places where it had been
Fixed.
repaired, and the watchmaker scratched in initials and date when it was repaired. And the last time it was repaired was like 1928 or something like that. It was insane.
And the most amazing part about it being gold was the inner workings were still in together. The only thing that was rusted off was the hands.
The hands were gone because I guess they were iron, but it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning. Opening it up and just seeing the gears were gold. It was just insane. I mean, dream find. I heard somebody saying the other day, finding a pocket watch or a gold or a silver pocket watch would be an amazing find. And I was thinking, yeah, or a dream find. I think they said. I said, yeah, and I know somebody who just was snorkeling and found one. It's just crazy. But yeah, just right off the coast. We've been in that water, just not at the right time. Tokens. We find lots of tokens. Nothing like of a super old or rare variety. We find these good luck tokens. This one was found in the sea, so it's all smooth as it can be. There's nothing on there really.
And today,
oh yeah, so
we were
here's one.
We were at the beach, and I wasn't really finding anything, but I went up to this one spot, got a quarter, and then I found one of these. Not this one, but one exactly like this. And it's a token from a Cinemas here. And so whenever you go there, you put $1 in, you get 4 tokens, you play a game, right? I dug up one. Went over the hole, dug up a second one, went over it again. And then I realized there's a spill. So I just kept going down with my pinpointer and finding it. And I dug up 17 Caribbean Cinemas tokens in one like 2-foot square.
That's the most tokens I've ever heard of being dug up at once.
And who just carries around 17 tokens?
17 tokens. I don't know.
And I mean, there's probably 3 more or whatever. There's probably an even number, like 20. But so it was that 17 tokens, and then I dug up also like 3/4 in that same spot too. So I dug up. I mean, and think about it. If you think about it, it's all worth $1 because if you take it to the place, it just takes the place of a quarter. So I'm basically just dug up, $4 of tokens. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Pigeon Blood. I really don't know a lot of the technical terms, but yeah, that definitely makes sense. 13 teeth or less, it's opinion. So
let's start counting.
Yeah, do we have any opinions? Because this would be a gear, right?
They're all wheels. Not gear, wheels.
Wheels, my bad, wheels.
Not gears.
And I don't think we found any small ones. Oh yeah, what's that thing? We've never been able to figure that out.
It's just like a lock covered in me. Look at this.
And then,
corroded in.
Yeah, could be.
I think it's a lock cover.
Let's get that one cleaned up a little more. Chris says he found his first, and it's from 1883.
Wow.
It was 99% complete. That's awesome.
Yeah, we find them all the time, but most times they're copper on the outside, and sometimes they're iron on the inside, and they're just toast.
Yeah, tokens are so much fun. I don't see any emails. If anybody has sent any, I got one right now. How about that, Wayne? Sorry, I'm trying not to.
That's fine.
You can put it up. Let's see here. I'm going to try this. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, love tokens.
How do I
present on the bottom?
Yep.
BC Jason, you can send anything that, what do we say, is like not a spotlight find, but is pretty cool. It doesn't really get to see the light of day very often, or anything that you don't know what it is.
We're going to present this. This is from Wayne.
Expressions.
He says, "What a." Make sure it's showing up here. Is it showing up? Yeah, we got it showing up. All right, here we go. Expressions of the outdoors.
Bang. Wow.
What is this thing? Yep, that's usually what I'm saying for about half the stuff I find.
Like ore to me.
Oh yeah,
it looks like iron ore.
Definitely give you
the
a
rust
signal
on it. Yep. It looks like iron ore. It basically just looks like a rusty rock, and it gives off a crazy signal. So that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Thank you for sending that. We really appreciate that. Yeah, Jason. So we're just asking for anything that you have that you think is like interesting. It could be your favorite find this week. It could be something that's not in. Oh yeah, gotta go back now. There we go. Doesn't usually get shown. Like the stuff we've been showing tonight is really like just different stuff that's interesting, but not really. Like I found a money clip one time. That was pretty cool. This is again, I could take you right back to the beach that I found this thing. First time I ever found a money clip. Of course, empty. Go figure, right? I was hoping it would have money in it, but
just a clip then. There's no money in it.
True, just a clip. But it has the jeweler's name on it somewhere. I remember finding it originally. Yep, right. So it's a company that makes jewelry on island, and it's a really nice company today, but it's Crucian Gold. This must have been early on because they only work with precious metal, I think now. So But anything that you want to show, if you want to, you don't have to.
I found a clock marked 1937, property of. Go back.
Oh, sorry, I got away from it there, didn't I?
Property of Third Reich.
Third Reich.
Third Reich.
Wow,
That's cool.
Bill. That is. Where did you find that? I assume it wasn't in the States, right? The Third Reich. Wow. So, yeah, that's kind of what we're up to lately.
One thing that we have a promotion. You guys have seen it. We call it Dreams of Gold.
Hmm.
And the homeowner or the property owner knows of a plantation that was started by the Knights of Malta, because the Knights of Malta owned St. Croix for a little bit. And she said, "Have you dug there yet?" We were like, "No. Why don't you take us there?" So hopefully she's going to show us where it is and try to get us permission to dig at a Knights of Malta site, which would be awesome. Can you imagine finding a Knights of Malta coin or something crazy? Treasure.
Chris says that his strangest find was a witch's spell that he dug up, full of crystals, tea light candles, a shirt, and some other stuff all wrapped up.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah.
That is weird. I would bury that and burn it.
Walk away, man. Walk away.
Found a pre-1600s Indian axe head yesterday in the Creek Walk.
That's awesome, Marvin.
So cool. I think we've only found one axe head in all the time we've been detecting. They didn't use them often here. I don't know why.
What? Marty.
What?
1876 S seeded $50. That is insane.
That is awesome. Bucket list.
Congratulations, everybody. That's awesome. Jason.
Wow.
You got to be kidding me.
He said I buried it right back up.
Yes, you've got to, Chris. You've got to.
I'm not messing with that. Nope.
Wow, that's awesome, guys. We love hearing this kind of stuff. I don't ever get tired of it. We love hearing from you guys. In the comments or in lives like this. We really enjoy it. So, anything else you can think of from either one of these two here?
Does anybody want to see the Silver Man? I know they always like.
Oh, come on now! You can't show that guy. You show it all the time.
But they always.
Oh, wait a second. Actually, in that first case, Gene, in that first door, there's the old relic case. There's that pencil that we found originally, like a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Yeah, you buried it back up. Absolutely. Oh, my goodness, Jason. He says, no, he was not joking. Had his family with him, and they wanted to see. Wow. Bold Lion, going to be digging this Sunday. All right. Metal detecting with digging this Sunday. That's awesome. And that's another thing. Like, we never, we didn't know one person in this hobby when we started. Again, if you've not heard it, but we put a video out there because we wanted our parents to see what the kids were doing, and just kind of stumbled on this awesome hobby. Here's another one of those spoons from that day that we dug up all those spoons. I mean, and this is definitely a right-handed spoon. Okay.
This one you can tell. See how
look at the size of that spoon. It's
did people have bigger mouths back then? I mean, that could fit in my mouth.
And it's right-handed because of the wear spot right here. You can tell that they were scraping down on this side, which is really cool.
And I think that would have been a soup spoon. I'm correct.
Yes. Yeah. Had to be, right? Serving spoon, soup spoon. This is something that we dug up, and we didn't know exactly what it was when we found it, but we guessed kind of what it was. And
correct.
I mean, I don't know what material this is made out of. Some people have suggested possibly bone. I don't think it's wood. It doesn't look like wood at all.
It's not wood. It doesn't have any grain.
But you can see the groove right there, and there's a lead.
That's the metal
stylus or pencil. That's why I got this. It's a lead pencil or stylus, and then it has this nice little carrying case with it.
Expressions.
That's
or
exactly
no.
how it was.
Show me treasure. I have my legend set to discriminate witches spells. Me too. I just saw that update the other day.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I haven't dug up one witch spell yet.
Oh man, I would not.
He said that spoon is from Flat Earth.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't hold much soup at this point, I'm sure. All right, here we go. We've got a couple more things to show.
Right here at the end.
Let's see if we can get
Oh,
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm zooming way in there. Let's see. See if we can tell what these are. Dog nose spoon, Tudor rose, cufflink, and possibly
we'll just
British Navy. So we're just going to present these things. And this one here, I'm assuming. Yes, there we go. All right. This is from Joel.
No, this is from Expressions or Drum.
Yeah, Drum and Detect.
Yeah,
Joel.
yeah.
To Drum and Detect, right?
Yes.
We can do it from here, right?
No.
Negative. Okay. All right.
Negative.
Oh, yeah,
man,
look at that.
Cufflink.
That's awesome.
Oh man, the design.
That is
It's
sweet.
like buttons with no design are just kind of meh. And then you get a button with a design and it's like, oh man, it's so good.
That's awesome. Then we'll go over here to Chris. Wicked Digger.
Oh man.
That is
It's a
awesome.
beautiful coin. The detail. What?
Wow.
Oh man.
That is something else.
We won't show it too much.
Thank you guys for showing that to us. I'm just trying to.
You got both of those.
Yeah, got both of those. Okay, good. Man, those are some awesome finds. Thank you guys for sharing that with us. Yeah, I'd love to hear the stories behind those. I'll see if you got anything up here.
Put the email back up. Deej wants to.
Deej, sorry.
We'll get the banner right up for you.
Oh,
Boom!
man, it's like we're professionals or something.
Look at that. Tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
Found it on a cornfield. It's the only silver that came out of it after about 50 hours there.
Yep. You
That's
got
how
to
it is.
put in the work if you want to find it. That's all there is
That's how
to
it
it.
is. It's especially frustrating when you're finding old stuff, just not the right old stuff. That was happening this last week. We were at a plantation. I was finding lead. I even found a button.
That's when I found these guys.
Yeah, and Dad found like 3 coins in about 5 minutes.
I mean, seriously, they were all right there in like a 10-foot section. It was super like, and also a Merc. I didn't show you the Merc, but found it all right there, all those 4 coins. And I was like, man, you got to get down here. He gets down there and finds nothing but cans. Oh, thank you so much, Bold Lion. Really appreciate that. Jesse, have a good night, man. Hope your head feels better. Thank you very much. Bold Lion said he shared it out on YouTube and Discord and Instagram.
Wow.
Well, thank you.
Wow, we're famous now.
No, I don't want to put it that way, but so let's see here if Deej got hers over.
Refresh it.
I'm going to. All right. So yeah, so Gene comes down there, digs nothing but cans, and then the
last signal of the day.
Signal. You got
a live dig too, so you guys are gonna see that. That's awesome.
Digging SoCal, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, not famous, right? At all. So glad you guys are here. Really enjoy your videos.
Just sent pics.
Just sent pics, Marty. Okay, good. Let me check. Let me put that email back up. Again, this is for really anything. You can send us anything. We'll show anything.
That Deej.
Mm-hmm. And there's Marty. All right.
Oh, this is probably his coin.
I'm getting the pinwheel.
Oh,
Marty,
man.
Marty, are you sure? Marty, you got to tell me. Are you sure you want me to show this? Man, I feel privileged if you say yes, but let me know if for sure if you're like yes, absolutely show that. I just want to make sure because that is crazy awesome.
So you can show Deej's.
Yeah, I'll show Deej's while we're waiting.
That is
woo. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Samsung. All right, here we go. Oh, it said right there, pics of. Finds that Come Out Swinging. Awesome. Here you go. This is Deej's finds from Come Out Swinging.
As long as everybody promises to watch my video, yes.
Oh, of course, Marty. Yeah, definitely going to watch that. Here is Deej's finds from Come Out Swinging. Tell me those aren't awesome.
Look at that. The seated dime. Beautiful.
We don't get to dig very many American coins here.
Like older than 1920s, 30s. And even those are very sparse.
Our oldest Wheatie. Once we get our Wheatie book, we put together a Wheatie book. We'll show you our Wheatie book, how it's coming along. But we dig all kinds of old foreign stuff. I mean, old French coins, Danish, British. We dig old coins like that all the time. But I don't get very many old American coins. I want to dig a seated coin so bad it's killing me. So congratulations on that, Deej, for sure. Marty's making us promise that we're going to watch his video. Okay.
So everybody in the chat.
Everybody that's here, you're about to see something. So, Marty Verstall's Digging with Marty. You've got to go watch his video. Okay. You guys ready for this? I'm not sure if you're ready for this. I'm getting the pinwheel. There we go.
Man.
Check that out. And you were right. You said nearly AU condition. That is, I mean, it must have come home from the bank and been dropped on the way home from the bank. 1876, $50. That is phenomenal. I've only dug up like $2 $50, and they were both clad. One of them is dug up 40%er.
Two silver $50.
Oh yeah, you have.
I have. I dug up a Walker.
This kid
and a Benjamin.
Tell me that is not sweet. You guys both. Not a seated hunt. Digging with Deej says not at a seated hunt. Oh, what have we done here now?
Just click it.
There we go. That is awesome. Natural finds. Yes, and those are really just spectacular. There we go.
Yeah, early drop.
Yeah, no doubt, early drop for sure.
There's, sorry, I think we're back. It never ended. It's okay. It wasn't me.
Keep your hands off this thing. One person controlling this at a time. Sorry, guys. Congratulations, Marty. Congratulations, Deej. It was awesome. So this is our Wheatie book. And I'll start off over here, like in the 50s. Man, we're doing pretty good, right? We got some there. 50s, back to 48. Man, we're doing all right. But the further back you get,
sparse.
Yeah, the more sparse that it
really
gets.
Want to open up the end.
And then when you get down to here, there's 0 in the early ones. And our oldest Wheatie is a 1932. That's our oldest Wheatie. So we don't get to dig very many old American coins. We would love to dig some old American coins.
I think we got time for one more show here. Show me
one more show. We got some.
Yeah.
All right.
Treasure. Oh, we didn't get it.
I didn't get it yet. I don't know if you've sent it. I don't have it yet. So if you're going to send me something, I'll put the email back up real quick. Send it to this email. We would love to show it for you. Marty says at a fairgrounds, it's 133rd silver from there in 5 years. 133 silvers. We haven't dug that many silvers up in all of our time detecting together, the two of us. 3 years, which is like 6 years digging.
Yeah, if you count.
We haven't dug that many silvers. Congratulations, that's awesome.
At that one place.
Yeah, at one place. Yeah, that's crazy awesome. Congrats,
it's also
everybody.
Finders Keepers. It's also where we live because this place was only U.S. territory from 1917, and even then, a lot of the places that we do go have so much old activity that there's not as much stuff from that in between era.
Yep. Well, guys, we're going to wind it down. We wanted to keep it right at an hour. but we really appreciate you coming tonight. We love it. We love the laughs. We love the just encouragement from you guys. We really appreciate you. We love watching your videos. We love seeing Deej go and be able to dig in England. And I think the history diggers over there right now. We like seeing people find stuff. We love Monday digs. Don't forget about that each Monday, starting somewhere around the 7 o'clock hour.
Don't forget to watch Marty's video.
And don't forget to watch Marty's video, Digging with Marty. You got to watch that video. He's found so much silver there, but that silver, that 1876 half dollar, is amazing. Really,
I'd say that's a YouTube. What's it called?
Oh, you're talking that needs to be his profile
His
pic
profile
there.
pic. It needs to be profile.
Yeah, although that's a pretty sweet profile pic too, though. But again, hope you guys have an awesome week. Thank you so much. That email me anytime. That is where you would get a hold of me. Ever have any questions for us? You want to exchange stickers, anything like that? I do my best to try to answer all of the comments. I don't get to answer them all. I just don't. I'm not the best at that, but I do try to do that. So we really do appreciate hearing from you, and hope you all have an awesome weekend. Good luck when you go out digging. Thank you so much, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.